Hello, and welcome to this demonstration of VSTA at work in SQL Server 2008's Integration Services. Projects created with SQL Server Integration Services, or SSIS, are referred to as packages and consist of tasks and transformations that move, copy, adapt, and coordinate data between an enterprise's vast data warehouses and various database systems. In the following video, we will follow a SQL Server walkthrough and use VSTA in an integration services package to write and execute 5 custom tasks that will prompt us with useful information about a business's Excel spreadsheets and the corporate data they contain. SSIS packages are created in the SQL Server Business Intelligence Development Studio, built on the Visual Studio platform and seen here on the desktop. So we'll first open the program, then click to create a new project. We'll select the Integration Services project template, give the project a name, and choose the file location in which to save it before clicking OK to start working on the package. Because we'll be creating script tasks, which deal with the package's control flow, we'll ensure that the Control Flow tab is selected, then navigate to the View Other Windows menu, and select Variables to open the Variables window. We'll have to add a number of user-defined variables to this package for our Control Flow script tasks to interact with, the first of which will be called Excel File. In its Properties window, we set its value type to string and its value to the path and file name of one of our Excel workbook files. So we'll open our SSIS Excel Files folder from the desktop, right-click Customers, the first workbook in the folder, and select Properties so that we can copy the file's location. Back in our SSIS package, we paste this location and add the workbook's file name. We'll next create a variable called Excel Table, whose value type will also be string, and whose value will be the name of a worksheet in the customer's workbook. When we open the workbook, you'll notice 2 worksheets, Customers and Products Foreign Names. We'll set our new variable's value to Products Foreign Names using the quotes and $sign convention to denote the second worksheet. We'll now skip ahead to show the package with 5 more variables added. Excel File Exists and Excel Table Exists, set as Boolean type, Excel Folder, set as string type and whose value is the path of our SSIS Excel Files folder, and Excel Files and Excel Tables, both set as object type. We're now ready to create our first script task, which will determine if the customer's workbook exists and set the Boolean value of the Excel File Exists variable to yes or no as appropriate. So we'll click View Toolbox and click and drag a script task from the toolbox to our Control Flow workspace. We then right-click the script task and select Edit to open the script task editor. Under the General tab, we'll change the name of the script task to Excel File Exists, then for this demonstration choose Visual Basic as its script language and enter Excel File for the script task's read-only variable. We'll click to open the Select Variables dialog box and choose Excel File Exists for its read-write variable. When we click Edit Script, the VSTA Integrated Development Environment, or IDE, launches with this script task's code structure pre-generated for us. As we add an import statement to the top, you'll notice IntelliSense providing us with code suggestions as we type, which we can select by simply pressing Tab. We'll now scroll down to where comment prompts us to add our own code for this script task, which we'll copy and paste from a text file we have saved on the desktop. After saving this code and building its solution, we'll go back to the script task editor and click OK to finish making changes to the Excel File Exists script task. We'll now add a second script task below the first that will determine whether the Products Foreign Names worksheet exists in the customer's workbook and set the Boolean value of the Excel table exists variable to yes or no as appropriate. In the script task editor, we'll change the name of the script task to Excel table exists, its language to Visual Basic, its read-only variables to Excel table and Excel file, and its read-write variable to Excel table exists. In the VSTA IDE, we'll copy and paste the code necessary for the script task to perform its functions, save our changes, and build the solution before exiting and clicking OK to close the script task editor. The third successive script task we'll create will be called Get Excel Files, and will copy the names of the Excel workbooks found in our SSIS Excel Files folder into the Excel Files variable. We'll skip ahead to show the script task editor after this script task has been renamed, its language has been set to Visual Basic, and its read-only and read-write variables have been entered. We'll now copy and paste our custom code into the VSTA IDE, save the changes, and build the solution. Our fourth script task will be called Get Excel Tables, and will copy the names of the Excel worksheets found in the customer's workbook into the Excel Tables variable. We'll follow the same process here using the script task editor, the VSTA IDE, and our custom code to modify this script task. Lastly, our fifth script task will be called Display Results, and as the last script task in our control flow, it will prompt us with the outputs of the previous four script tasks. After making the necessary modifications to the script task, including setting its read-only variables to all 7 variables we created for this package, leaving its read-write variables blank, and adding and saving the necessary code in the VSTA IDE, we'll build its solution. When we return back to the package, we have to add precedence constraints between the output of each script task and the input of its successive script task. This will link the 5 script tasks together and cause them to execute in succession when the package is executed, ending with a prompt displaying the results of the first 4 script tasks. We'll click the Start Debugging button from the toolbar above this package to execute it. The first 4 script tasks turn green, notifying us that they executed successfully, and the 5th turns yellow when it displays the results dialog box. From this dialog box, we can see that the customer's workbook file does exist, as does the Products Foreign Names worksheet contained in it. We are reminded of the folder location in which the workbook is saved, and are given a list of all the Excel workbook files in this folder. Finally, we are given a list of all the Excel worksheets in the customer's workbook. When we click OK to close this dialog box, our Display Results script task turns green, indicating that it has now fully executed. We'll click the Progress tab to see the execution details for each of the 5 script tasks before pressing the Stop Debugging button and returning to the Control Flow tab. The information provided here by these script tasks can be very useful to SSIS package designers as they create custom workflows with the ability to follow various paths depending on whether certain Excel workbook files or worksheets within them exist in a certain folder at runtime. As changes to these files occur and the data they contain are used in various ways across an enterprise's database systems, they can be accessed with the references to their file locations given by these script tasks. And script tasks like these can be used with any Microsoft Jet OLE database provider compatible data applications, such as Microsoft Office Access, as well as with SQL Server queries. Microsoft Visual Studio Tools for Applications, or VSTA, now ships with Microsoft SQL Server 2008 as part of SQL Server Integration Services. VSTA helps SSIS users coordinate and leverage the data contained in enterprise-level database systems by allowing them to write and execute custom script tasks. These script tasks can be used to form control flows that automate database integration tasks and, most importantly, deliver business solutions. For more information regarding VSTA, visit Summit Software's website at www.sumsoft.com or contact us by email or phone for sales and information.